Hey, welcome to another edition of Is Your Ass Covered? Today we are going to talk about umbrellas. Everyone wants one of these, which I don't blame them. It is the coolest thing I've ever had in this office next to my fidget spinner, which I also use on a regular basis. Umbrellas. I've got a little note here to make sure I get it right. It is designed to help protect against major claims and lawsuits. So in the past, it used to be one of those products that was meant for doctors, attorneys, professional sports athletes, someone that had bukus of cash and lots of assets, whereas today in the litigious society that we're in, everyone sues, and I guarantee you if you ever thought about suing someone, it wasn't for $100, it was for $1 million. That's what everyone goes for. I'm going to sue for $1 million. So an umbrella now has come into where almost everyone needs it. It depends on your asset size and different things like that. So I don't want to come across as, oh my God, I'm an insurance agent and you that rent your apartment and do not own a car need an umbrella. No, probably not. Not necessarily. But anyone that has a house, boat, a couple cars, when you got assets, that's when we want to look at preventing those lawsuits and those claims to come against you. Aww. So one of the things I try to get across to my clients is moving up in liability will not be as expensive as a lot of people think that it is. So if you're sitting at a 2550 or a 5100, moving up to even $500,000 might only be $5 or $10 a month, maybe 20, something like that. But it's really not that much. Where you're going to see the biggest swing in premium is going to be your comp, your collision, your wind and hail deductible on your house. Those will have a big impact on premium, whereas the liability side isn't. So call me, call your agent, bump those up if you've got those lower coverages, because it'll benefit you later on. Companies are going to look at you a little more favorably because of having those higher limits. That means you're a planner, you're a thinker, you don't want to get sued. And the flip side is, if that worst day happened and you were getting sued, the likelihood of you coming out of pocket is going to be pretty slim. Like I'll take my family for instance. I've got an umbrella plus $500,000 on my cars. If I deck somebody, Farmers is on the hook for $1.5 million before I am. So I get to use their attorneys. I get to use their money essentially instead of mine. And that's what an umbrella is really for: is to take a place of your assets and put someone else's on the line, which in this case would be Farmers. So that's one thing to look at: is do you want some attorney that you went and picked out of the phone book, or do you want Farmers on retainer attorneys, which is nationwide and very angry and doesn't want to give away Farmers money very often at all. So that's the kind of guy I want fighting for me, not just the guy I picked out of the phone book. So I hope that helps. I hope that kind of gives you an idea of what an umbrella is meant to do and what it'll actually help you on. A lot of times, also, because it's all liability, umbrellas are not very expensive. We closed one the other day. The guy's paying $14 a month for that extra $1 million. So not a big difference in premium there, but his coverage is really expanded. So if you learn something new or you got questions, call the office, 470-7729, or hit me up on Facebook. But please, if you learn something new, share this up with your friends, family. That just helps me out, and I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.